And we are live. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, depends on where you are watching us. And welcome to today's live session. I'm Dana, your host. I'm a mom, an IT manager by profession, and also an online business owner. And excited to have with me here today five of my amazing business partners. And today's topic is, I think it's very important for anyone who ever wants to start something new or maybe just dream, overcoming that fear, that self-doubt, right? How to go past that and really jump into something totally new. And since we are all business owners, right, we'll share some of the stories and the lessons we learn. And we are here to tell you, I guess, that the fear doesn't have to be the end of the story. It can be the beginning of something amazing. So um, grab a cup of coffee or get comfy and let's get it started. And if you are watching us, we'd love to if you can put in the comments where you are watching us from. We are a global community, so we'd like to hear from you. And without further ado, let's do a round of intro. Vaida, welcome back. Good morning. You want to introduce yourself?
Good morning, everyone, wherever you are watching us from. My name is Vida. I'm original from Ghana and currently in the U.S., Hartford, Connecticut. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, daughter, nurse, and proud digital business owner. Me nuanom no adɔfo no baabi a wɔ bi a wotie me din de Vida a mefiri Ghana sɛ sɛ mewɔ US no me kunu ne me mma mmiɛnsa na wɔ ha meyɛ nurse ɛna mewɔ online business owner. Thank you, and back to you.
Thank you, Vaida. Moira, let's go back, or not back, all the way to Dubai. Good afternoon, Moira.
Thank you, Dana. Hello, everybody. Good evening from my side. Also, it's 7 p.m. in the Dubai. I'm originally from South Africa, so I'm from that peaceful, lovely, lovely coastal Port Elizabeth. Then it was then called Port Elizabeth. Now it's called Deja. And today I just missed my home country for some reason. But anyhow, that's why you see me have a dookie today. So I am also married. I have two boys, one teenager, 14, and 8 years old. I am a full-time work and employee, registered midwife, and I'm a proud digital business owner. Vir al die mense daar in Suid-Afrika, welkom vir die wat besig is om te kyk of wat my replay gaan kyk. Ek hoop die inligting gaan vir elkeen van julle verskil maak en mis 'n bietjie curious maak ook en bietjie vra waaroor dit gaan. So thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Moira. And now we are going back to US. Jasmine, welcome. I think it's your first time joining us.
Yes.
Do you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from all over the world. I am Jasmine. Nice to meet you all. I am originally from Myanmar, Southeast Asia, and right now I currently residing in United States with my family. I have my husband and 1-year-old beautiful daughter. I am a full-time healthcare employee in California, US, and proud digital business entrepreneur Amanda. Thank you so much for inviting Miss Tana for today's mindset interview, and thanks to all our business partners who discuss each other in this light thought. Thank you.
Thank you, Jasmine, and welcome. A lot of healthcare today, so we are safe. Keith, welcome back. Good to see you. Good morning.
Hey, thanks, Dana. So I'm Keith Hall. I'm from Alberta, Canada. I worked in the oil and gas industry for over 20 years, well over 20 years, and worked overseas. While I was there, I married a Cuban lady. We immigrated back to Canada in 2021, and it's funny for me to say that because I am Canadian. But I was basically living and working over in Cuba for all those years. During that time, I ended up finding this online digital business, bought into it in 2020, and couldn't really do anything with it until we got to Canada. And the company I was working for I thought I was going to lose my job when we immigrated to Canada. That didn't happen. I continued to work for them until 2023. And then at that time in the summer of 2023, I lost my job with them, which I wasn't really terribly sad about it because I was tired of getting on planes and going to work and spending lots of long hours. So this is what I do full time, is this online digital business, Dana. Yeah.
Thank you, Kit. Good to see you back. And Rita, going in old Europe. Good afternoon, Rita.
Good afternoon, Miss Dana. Thank you very much for having me always. Well, my name is Rita. I'm a mom to a beautiful daughter. I'm a Nigerian from Benin City, Edo State, but I'm based in Spain. I'm a telephone banking agent and a proud online business owner. Buenas tardes, buenos días, buenas noches. Por donde nos estén viendo. Me llamo Rita, soy nigeriana, emprendedora online. Soy una madre a una niña preciosa. Soy una agente telefónica para Banco Santander y también una orgullosa emprendedora online también. Pues obava bota obobie que no wariri aje iwa oni tamu wa obie do meki. Ije neger ije omo negere meki. Mere Spain. Okpeni megi are Spain. A telephone banking agent meki. Iwina menichi. Iwa oni combine with na keke business in animauna. So back to you, Miss Dana. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Rita. Always a pleasure to have you. So, for those watching us, you heard all of us, some still have their 9 to 5 or, I don't know, 12 to 12, whatever crazy shift some of the nurses here are doing. Some others like it are lucky to be able to do this business full time. So we'll start, as always, maybe talking a bit about what this business is about, what we are doing, right? So what this business all of us here are doing is helping other people launch their own online business. We have a proven system that works for anyone, regardless. You see us here, right? No matter where you are located, what your age is, what skill set, you can do it as long as you really want to change and you are willing to have the patience and to put some time into having an online business. It's like a franchise, right? We provide you everything you need, from the idea, right? The system in itself, the trainings, the tools, the support. You'll be part of this amazing community. You can have all these amazing business partners, as we see us here. If you have a question, they're always happy to help you, especially at the beginning. We do rely a lot on, the experience, the shared knowledge of this amazing community. But you are still your own boss, right? It's your own business registered in your name. You have to figure out the taxes at the end of the year, since that's coming soon, right? And you have control. You decide how much time, how much money you spend, how you strategize, how much you invest in your business. The good part is it's flexible. There is an investment because it's a business, but it's flexible, and you decide how to run your business. And I could talk for hours about different things of that I love about this business, but I like to give everyone a chance to pick one thing that they like about the business and share with everyone. And Vida, if I go to you first, one thing that you like about this business.
Thank you so much, Ms. Dana. One thing I love about this business is that it's not only in one language. We have translators, maybe if you don't understand English or other language, but the translator can translate to you to understand, maybe in your own language. So that it's not only one language. That is one of the things that I love about business. So many people don't understand English, but they are able to join this business. Thank you.
Definitely. And with the new training site, it's even easier to have all the training, all the information translated into whatever your language is. It's true that for some languages, it's easier if it's a more common, or if you have more business partner in that language, you'll have the videos, you'll have groups for your community that are bigger. For others where maybe we are just building that. But I don't think anyone would join the business and say, hey, I couldn't find one person who speaks my language in this business. We are already so global and so all over the globe that you'll find maybe a smaller or a bigger group. We have some communities that have a lot of partners, others are maybe smaller, but we do have this business being run by partners in the smallest islands that you could think of. Some of them I never heard, and it's like, oh, I'm a business partner from like, wow, I had to look on the map to see where that is. So definitely, you can do this business without having, English as your first language, and you can hear us by the accents that not many of us are, have English as their first language. Moira, how about you? One thing that you like about the business?
Um, what I like about this business is the community, the people. You know, we were having our weekly team meeting this morning, and it was 6 a.m. for me in the morning. But the fact that you are surrounded with people that's not going to judge you, doesn't matter how you look, because I did not have any makeup on. It's just as long as I am part of this meeting and I get the information that is needed for my business. So there's so many things for the community. That's what I love about it. And I agree with Vida, the languages, the fact that we can communicate, in our own languages, the people to understand what this business is about. So yeah, the community. Yeah.
Oh yeah, definitely. I think it's, and I when I ask this question, I tell everyone, please don't say all of us community, because I'm sure all of us love the community, right? So there are a lot of things, but definitely the community is the heart of this business, right? All these people who are, willing to support each other and be there, and it's more than a business partner. It's a lot of friendships that you build. So definitely, I hear you that, hey, waking up at 6 a.m. for a meeting, for a team meeting, may feel sometimes like really hard to do it, especially on a weekend. But when you waking up at 6 a.m. to meet some friends, maybe not that bad. Right? So definitely love the community. Jasmine, how about you? One thing that you would pick that you like most about the business?
To me,
Yeah, it is a very good question for introduction of today our live interview where how we would love our business, right? That's why many people want to know. So as for me, I am a full-time professional hacker employee in California. So that's why I want to find another one which can do combination with my full-time job. As for me, the flexibility of online digital business is the most definitely I love this one because of this flexibility. Today, like that, there are many hacker professional, right? So we can do combination with our hacker job and online digital business because of this flexibility. So I like flexibility, Miss Dana. Thank you.
Oh yes, I think we all nodding as you said that, because we all like that part, right? The fact that I say it's a business that fits around your life, around your schedule, so you don't need to change your life when you start this business. You can continue with your life, and depending on when you have some time, some of us maybe in the morning, some of us later at night once you put the kids to bed, or some of us maybe in the middle of the day because they finish their night shifts, right? You can run this business whatever you have some time. And we say, hey, you should be around like 2 hours per day, maybe put in the business, but you don't have to think it's like, hey, I need to be 2 hours to do it. You can put 5 minutes here, 10 minutes there, half an hour later. So it's not like 2 hours you are in a meeting and you have to do it, or you have to be somewhere, right? So definitely flexibility there at the top. Kit, how about you? One thing.
Personal self-development, I don't think a lot of people talk about that, but every day in this business, there's so much to learn. And at the start of this, when I got really into it, people were always talking about, or I heard, lifelong development. And I was like, well, I always kind of had it in the back of my mind. You learn something and that's it. You've got it. But no, that's not it for this business. You're constant. There's always something new to learn or new to try. Dana. And so, yeah, that's it for me today. Yeah, personal
Yes.
self-development.
Oh, definitely. And I totally agree with you. Because for me, I knew, like, hey, I start a business, I need to learn some skills. But to your point, I thought, okay, I'll figure it out at the beginning. And then after, I don't know, 3 months, 6 months of running the business, you are done. There is nothing new to
Yeah,
learn. You just run the business. But
yeah,
no, there is still a lot of things to learn. And the good thing is it doesn't feel like learning. It doesn't feel like, oh, I still have to go to school or to do something, right? It comes naturally. And we do have this amazing training that it's kept up to date with whatever changes are happening, because we know, right? In any industry, but especially online, things are changing all the time. New technologies that are, most of them are good, right? Are helping us. But you may feel like, oh, I'm left behind. I don't know. I don't understand AI. Well, guess what? We have training that is teaching you, that is showing you how you can use the AI if it's something totally, foreign to you. So it's definitely something that you do it, but you do it at your own pace. We have the videos there. You can watch them as many times as you want. So it's the type of training that it's easy to do it. And it's something that it comes with the business, right? You don't have to pay extra. You don't have to go search for it. The training gets kept up to
right.
date. And before Rita, going to you, wanted to say hi to a couple of people watching us from Wisconsin, and then even all the way from Japan. Thank you for watching us. And if you guys have any questions for us, we can definitely try to answer them online. Um, Rita, how about you? One thing you like about the business?
Well, the legality, how legal it is. Okay, we present our taxes. We present our taxes. You want to show to people that, okay, this online business, I'm not hiding anything. So we are almost close to presenting our taxes now. So we are here to show everybody. You are presenting, these are your earnings. Then you can show it to the government, to the official government, and say, this is what I earned from my online business. Okay. And they will be so proud of you. Wow, you earned this? And then they will be saying, please, I would love to know about it. So the legality that it is in this business, it's awesome. No other business. I don't think there is any other business like that will ask for something like that. I've never heard of that. So that is another thing that I love about this business. Thank you very much, Miss Dana.
Thank you, Rita. And that's, I don't know, it's a good point in the sense that there are so many scams out there, right? There are so many things online these days that are promising you a lot of things. And I don't know, I always take it with those things that are promising you big six figures amounts in the first week or so. Uh, Other than the fact that I don't know if how real are those money, is to your point, the legality. Like, is it legal to make those money? Like, how do you actually, where are those monies coming from? Like, would someone come after me in a year or so and I have to give it back or whatever, even if you make those money? But with this business, definitely, you see, we are all over the globe. It's a legal business. It's recognized all over the globe where we do it. And definitely it's not one of those get rich quick schemes. You have to put some effort. I mentioned at the beginning, you have to have some patience to build your business, but definitely you have the business running in the first week or so, and you can start making money in the first week, depending on your situation and how quickly you can get it running and can get some new business partners. So it's definitely, we are not here to get you into some scheme that you can make some money, but it's like, yeah, we don't really talk about the tax man. No, we mentioned the tax man because it's very legal. You register your business the way you want, depending on which country you are. And yeah, you pay the taxes at the end of the year. You do your, expenses also on the business. So whatever trips you have for the business, yes, they are paid by your business. So there are, always good things, that the fact that it's a legal business that you are proud of. Like, I wouldn't come here and talk about something that it's not legal. I don't know. I'm one of those people that I want to do things by the book. I'm scared about all the shady things. So probably that's why it took me a while until I decided to start my own online business, because it's like, I don't know how to start. I'm afraid. And like, so, and that kind of takes me to today's theme, right? Fear, and how to go past that fear. Because I think all of us here had that initial fear, right? Some of us, I definitely was skeptical. It's like, oh, it's too good to be true, because you see all these testimonials and people making good money. It's like, it's one of those scams. It's one of those things that you are getting in and then they'll keep asking for more money and you'll never get anything back. Or it's one of those things that, I'll not be able to do it. Yeah, those people, they seems to be doing it, but like, can I do it? Do I have the skills? What would other people think, right? So all these fears, all these things that we have in our minds when we started. So let's talk about this, because that's the theme for today. So maybe I'll start, Vida, with you. What was your biggest fear when starting this business?
Thank you so much. And that is a great question. I was having so many fears. It's not even just one, more than 10.
Yeah.
My biggest fear was fear of failure. That was my biggest fear because I was having the fear. I was so much worried that will I succeed on this business? That was the biggest fears I was having. Fear of rejection. I was having fear that will my people support me, my family support me, my friends support me in this business. That was one of the second fear I was having. So I was having so many kind of fear before. But in life, you know what? No matter what, there's no problem that cannot be solved if you don't want to do it. In life, you can solve your own problem if you want to do it. So I make up my mind. Mindset is number one. That was what I make up my mind. I said, no matter what, if others are doing it, I will be able to do it. I have hope that if people are making it, I will also make it. So when I saw the ad, after watching the ad, I called my mentor to make sure that it's legitimate. We spoke. I came home, told my husband. He was in between. He was in between trying to say this. I said, okay, let me pay the 149 and we'll watch together. So when we worked together, he was kind of agree, not agree. But my mind was said that no matter what, I'm going to do this business. Because seeing so many people earning income, I will also earn that income. So I wasn't worried about anything. I said, I'm going inside. No matter what it is, I'm going inside. So I just went in straight. I didn't even wait time to maybe 1 month. My mind was set and I started my business and moving forward. And one of the fears I was having, one of the biggest one that I was having, say, will I be able to do this with my job, my children, and all that responsibility? What will I do? But that is what I said. When your mind makes said that you are going to do something, you will do it. So I make my mind set, no matter what it is, I'm going to get that time. If others are doing, I'm not the only one having children. I'm not the only one having family. Everybody have family and they're doing it. So I will also do it. That was one of my mind that I make it that I will do it. And I just started moving on. Started with my training, doing everything what I could do to also start. It was tough, but once I make my mind that I would do it, I was able to do it. So anybody out there having that fear, I know so many people are having fears that, oh, I might fail and I will waste the money and I will not be able to recover the money that I wasted. You are not the only one. If people are making it, so you are not going to waste your money. You are also going to get your money back more than what you invested. If only your mind is make that mindset that you are going to achieve. You are going to achieve. Your thought will teach you whatever you want to do. If you are thinking that, oh, I will not make it, you are not going to make it. But if you say that, oh, I will make it, definitely you are going to make it. So that is my story. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Vida. Oh, yes, a lot of type of fears, right? From would I have the time? What would others think? Would I be supported? Can I do it? But I think that one of the biggest fear for all of us is that fear of failure, right? Like, what if I fail? And Rita, if I can ask you, how did you manage that fear of failure?
Well, Miss Vida has said it all. It's almost the same thing like that. But one thing that I need to say out there is I manage the fear because I am prepared, okay, that there's going to be a failure. And then, since I'm prepared for that, I am not afraid anymore. When you are prepared for something that is going to happen, at the end of the day, you will realize that it never happened. You will realize that, oh, so this is what just happened. Just like that, other people will see it as something big, but you will see it as a small thing because you know that you are already prepared for it. In this life, if we want to be successful, we have to be prepared. I don't know, about 65% of the failure part than the successful part. And you will know that if you are prepared for that, you will know when the success comes, you will embrace it in a way that you will know, yes, this is the time for my successful life. So, and when you know that for you to receive that successful period, you know how many times you have trusted yourself, how many times you have made up that mind, how many times you've been so consistent in getting that successful life. So fear in my own way, the way I manage it is because I'm prepared for it. When you
Yes.
are prepared for it, nothing is going to scare you anymore.
No.
You just be going, you'll be enjoying the journey. You'll be reading other people's stories and you'll be saying, wow, is this what is happening? And my own story is even a lot better than this. I am going for this. Just like Miss Vida said, she made up her mind. So when you make up your mind, or you are still looking at your environment is good, but sometimes you have to be prepared for that environment as well. If you are not prepared, no matter how positive environment you are into, if you are not prepared, there is no way the positive environment is going to help you. Everything is all in you. So if you are prepared for failure, you will see that failure
Right.
is nothing to you. You will you catch up immediately and you'll be going successfully. And when you arrive to that point, you are going to enjoy it in a way that you least expected it. That is our management. Back to you.
Love that, Rita. Thank you. Nothing will stop you, right? What was that saying? Hope for the best and prepare for the worst, right? I love that because I think if you are, and to your point, preparing can be sometimes just as in your mind, realizing that, okay, what's the worst can happen? What, and then what's the best that can happen, right? And if you at least think of that possibility, then wouldn't take you by surprise if it doesn't go necessarily. And failure, what's really failure, right? Because I feel like all of us thinking of, oh, succeeding or failure. By failure can be like, hey, you need to fail 5 times to succeed. So if you don't think that as a failure, it's more of a step one of the 5 steps until I succeed. Then it's not a failure, it's just step one, and then it's step two, and then the step five is the step where you like was Thomas Edison, right? When he invented the bulb, the light bulb, it took him 1,000 steps. And people would think like, oh, he failed 1,000 times. No, he said it was just the invention of the light bulb. It was 1,000-step process. So he took each step as, hey, it takes me closer and closer. So I think that's the preparation we all can do, right? In your mind, don't look at, oh, I failed today. No, I learned more than yesterday. I'll move further and I move further. And then, finally, when it comes to success, all those steps were helping you to get to that success, right? Kid, how about you? When you have those self-doubts moment creeping in, do you remember some specific moments and how did you push through that? And I'm sure you'll talk about mindset too, but
Yeah, well, right when I got into the training, I didn't know what the hell I was doing. I'm like, what have I got myself into? And I think it's probably true of most everybody. Or especially for me, I had no experience in the online business. So, and specifically all of online, I never did anything on social media. So I was really wondering, how am I going to be able to make this thing work for me? And all I did was started following the training. But more importantly, and I think Mariah mentioned it, that showing up to the weekly meetings and getting support and listening to what people said. It took me a long time before I would even make a comment or say anything in the meetings, because I was just trying to understand what everybody was talking about. And that does take, or at least for me, it took me quite a bit of time to understand it. And then, of course, there's still times where something comes up in a meeting and I don't understand what they're talking about, because I haven't reached that point in my business yet. So you hear it and you kind of catalog it in your brain, and okay, well, I got to remember this for the future. And when you get to that, then the light bulb comes on and you're like, oh yeah, now I understand what they were talking about. Or you try that new way of doing whatever it is that the tasks that you're working on. And even today, I'll tell you what, even today, when I'm doing things, I'm like, well, am I doing the right thing? And but I mean, there's no, as you mentioned, Dana, there's no right or wrong way to do something. You just have to do it. And if it doesn't work, then you try something else and you do something else and you keep trying and trying until you get it.
Definitely. Very good points, right? And maybe you are not yet there. So yeah, to your point, it's sometimes you don't know. So what you push through, you wait until it's time for you to understand or to learn more about it. And Moira, if I ask you, so we all talk about at the beginning, but I'm sure even now, no matter if we have been in business for a year or 3 or 5 or longer, we still have challenges, right? We still have days when it feels like, okay, can I really do this? Because I feel like I'm stuck. How do you handle now challenges and setbacks like this that are coming into your business?
I'm actually very open-minded now and more focused, especially when I started following the training, as Kip said, following the training, because I was also at the stage where I thought, okay, what is this now? That was with the first training, right? Not with the new training site. With the new training site, it's actually more easier. I don't know if it's for you guys. Also for me, it's much easier and much clearer, right? Although most of the information is the same as the first training site. But I used to pray a lot. I said, God, please show me how, how, where, what. But besides that, I especially with the information sessions, I followed the first 90 days of Aranet, and that made a huge difference, in terms of changing my mindset. So now I started this recent one that you also opened up, but it's all about focusing more now, specifically on the person, like really on the mindset, working on the mindset, changing your attitude. And even this small part that Jamie Smith had yesterday with the other training site, and that helps me. That helps me honestly to overcome any challenge in my life, not just here in the business. Any challenge, it makes a huge difference. There now, honestly, to tell you, the information self that in this training site, and the fact that I was I'm a God-fearing woman, and I know when to pray. I know how to pray. But sometimes when there's also times in your life that that the challenge is so it's so difficult. I do not know how to explain it, that you do not know how to pray. I know maybe some of you have gone through some of that, a challenge that, I do not know how to pray. God, how do I ask this? How do I say this? How do I do this? Um, but honestly, um, the information just guides you perfectly, together with my Bible that I'm reading, and all the other tools that they are giving us, for us to help us on this journey. It's really a personal transformation on a personal level, on a social level, on a spiritual level, and also in your professional life, being a mom, being a parent, being a nurse at work, and also being this digital business owner. So yeah.
Definitely, I love that. And you know, praying. And very interesting idea that you brought. And I kind of know what you mean by that, right? In the sense that you are so overwhelmed that you don't even know how to ask for it, how to pray for it, right? It's just paralyzing you, and you feel like you are really stuck. Um, and Jasmine, if I go to you, what advice would you give to someone who is into that state that Myra mentioned, right? Where you are paralyzed by fear, it's like, can I even start? Or if you started, can I even move on? What advice do you have for that scenario?
Thank you so much, Miss Donna, for this amazing questions to bring in our light off. Yeah, I just want to share some of the advice, especially the 5 important who paralyzed by the fear in our digital business fear. Yeah, first of all, fear is the most common phenomenon, right? It is a very normal, right? Every people have a fear, every people have anxiety, especially when we start our business, right? But how to overcome the fear is the, I think, most important one to achieve the success in business, right? That's why I just want to share the 5 important advice, 5 important tips to overcome the fear. The first thing, I just had the Miss Vita already mentioned about what is the cause of our fear, because different people have different fear and different anxiety. Some people are fear of failure, some people are fear of taking a financial risk, especially when we start in the business. And then some people are shy in the social media, because some of my lead told that, oh, I need to go to light talk. I'm so shy. So there are the many causes of fear and anxiety. But important thing is we need to know what is our fear, right? That's why we can move better into the achieve the success. For number two, Kate already mentioned about it. We need to seek the support to breaking down our fear, right? So we have many supporting system and many supporting thing in our digital business, because we have a flexible, easily accessible online training site, and then we have a lifetime mentor and coach, and the important thing is we already mentioned about we have a positive community. We do not see each other in person, but because of online digital business, right now, today we will do our this amazing mindset light door. We support each other, we live each other in online platform in order to achieve our success, right? So if you are free, one people in light talk, for example, I speak myself in light talk, blah 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 blah. It's a but right now we are a group like that. That's why we can see many support and we can see support each other, right? And then number three thing is educate yourself in business, especially the first time entrepreneur. We have a Wednesday mastermind. It is very good and educate ourselves continually and eagerly learn about our new advertising technique and marketing strategy. That's why we can break down our fear and we are more confident in our business. And then number four is a self-realistic goal, and then milestone is important one to break down the fear. And then number five is take the small step in business and celebrate our small win. If I can do one small step, right, I can do more and more better, right? And I can feel more confident in business. So the last thing is, last but not least, we all already mentioned about if failure in business is occur, it is a learning opportunity, right? It is a learning opportunity for success, Miss Dana, to failure is the first starting point of a success, right? So this is the very good and very motivated work. And then failure is not a failure. We always have a next opportunity and manage each other in our life to achieve the business. So crush the fear and embrace with abundance, prosperity, and endeavor in our digital business in 2025. We all keep going, keep fighting. Okay, so that's all my advice for the first-time entrepreneur who are newbies in our digital business. I think that's all five good tips I'm motivated to all. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jasmine. And I think this was an amazing conclusion to our live. You kind of touch on all the points that each of us touch here, right? And if it's one thing that I hope the people watching us learn today is that you don't have to have it all figured out to start, right? You need that courage to go past that initial fear to take that first step. We have the right tools, the mentorship, the supporting community, everything that someone needs to overcome that self-doubt. And as long as you are willing to just reach to us and check that free info session where you learn more. So don't be so paralyzed by fear that you don't go past that curiosity to learn more, right? And if you are ready to make a change, or if you don't like where you are today, then you should have enough courage to click on that link and watch, spend 90 minutes watching the webinars that we have. They are live every Tuesday and Thursday. You can watch as many as you want. It doesn't cost you anything, but you'll learn more and more. You'll see what we are talking about. You'll see a bigger community. You'll see more people than us talking about this, and maybe that will help you, overcoming that self-doubt, that fear, and going to step 2, right? It's not necessarily that step 2 is the last one. It's just another step, but you are building day by day, right? Thank you everyone for joining me today. Our dreams are worth it. We can do it. Have a fantastic day, everyone, and see you next time.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everybody. See you later.
Thank you, Dana. Thank you, everybody. God bless you.